like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Now, are there any damn questions?
Have you any idea what the street value of this mountain is?
This is a nice fish, you know? Big fucking eyes, but a nice fucking fish.
Good evening, bottom feeders and underachievers. How's everyone doing out there? Just kidding, I don't give a shit.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, I know.
Good talker. More people should be like you.
They should. World would be a better place. If everybody was just straight and to the point, no feelings would be hurt. Because you don't fucking need any. Anyways, we know you're here for free stuff. We're giving you another movie tournament. You're going to sit down and fucking like it because you're not paying for it anyway and you want to be entertained. Welcome to the weekend. I am your host, Justin, as always, joined by
Mike. Kyle. Vin. And Joe, who loves you all. Pandering.
And it's time for the 80's, kids.
Yes.
Which, remember when we were talking about doing the 80's tournament and the reason it was going last was because, like, oh, there's so many good action movies in the 80's.
Yep.
There are, except the fact that most of them met the ban rules for this tournament. So, we had to make a couple amendments, I think.
I don't know if that's allowed.
No, there was no other way to fucking do it.
Oh, because you're saying because they're all sequels.
There's a lot of sequels. There's a lot of sci-fi and fantasy action movies in the fucking 80's.
Gotcha. Ooh.
So we had to tweak the rules a tad, not a lot. Still did really well at keeping most of it out of here, but you'll see as we go along what I'm talking about. Round one: Action Jackson versus Cobra.
Irony of this pairing. I am the law. No, sorry. The slug line for this movie is, crime is a sickness, and I'm the cure. Ooh, I've never seen either one. Same.
Action Jackson was a satirical action film on the blaxploitation films.
Not as much as it was just like a Carl Weathers having an action vehicle.
Yeah.
It was an over-the-top action movie, for sure, but it wasn't exactly I'm going to get you sucker.
I think I've seen a bit of it.
And Cobra was Sly.
It was Sly going, I'm not going to do Beverly Hills Cop. I'm going to make Cobra.
Yeah. So
I'm going to go Cobra just because it's over the top. And
I've seen it more times, so yeah.
It's
not over the top. That's a different movie, Joe.
Good point. Because he didn't take his hat and turn it around backwards to become a different guy.
So Cobras, yeah.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Next up,
The bike was cool in it.
Big Trouble in Little China versus Police Story.
Big Trouble.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Police
Big
Story. Fuck you, it's Jackie Chan.
Police Story? I might have seen. I've seen them, most of them. I don't remember it.
Fuck.
That's on. Vin, you gonna vote? There you go.
Oh yeah, Big Trouble.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Big
I had
Trouble.
that one, yeah.
Very lucky, Joe. You're very lucky.
Because it's hard, because, like, Police Story is Justin's right, it is Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan movies are freaking full of action and are
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Which one was that?
Police Story. It's one of the first ones I think to come here.
I think that was his first, like, that was his first hit, and that came over here.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I always say, I never vote for a movie I've never seen. Besides, it's all in the reflexes.
Yeah.
Best of the Best versus Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Weapon.
I love Best of the Best, but it is a dumb movie.
Wow, I fucking love Best of the Best, man.
It's not going to beat Merton Riggs.
That was
No.
Next up, Red Heat versus Crocodile Dundee?
Dundee.
I'm gonna go Red Heat because I got a lot of love for that movie.
It's a very underrated movie.
10 to feet parakeet. What was that? Russian for jerking off?
I gotta go with Dundee because I've seen it more than Red Heat.
You think parakeet is feminine? No, it's great. My sister has one.
I've never seen either one of these. Who's in Red
Have you
Heat?
seen Crocodile
You never
Dundee?
fucking see Crocodile Dundee, bro. Like,
No,
I can understand Red Heat. It wasn't,
Yeah, I've
like,
never seen Red Heat.
super popular.
Crocodile Dundee extols the joys of America. It's like 25% Australia.
Yeah.
And he comes here and he's a crocodile out of water. See what I did there? See what I did there?
All right, so Dundee's moving on.
Yeah.
Karate Kid versus I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Sucker.
I gotta go
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid because I didn't see the other one.
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is getting my vote.
I should have jumped out earlier, shouldn't I? I would say Karate Kid. I mean, I've seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker a lot, but it's more of a comedy than an action.
It is.
That's fair, but also, like, Karate Kid is just, like, horrible action, though. Like, the
Also-
lowest quality action.
Also, Karate Kid has two villains.
Daniel
Also-
and yeah.
Daniel and
Dan
Johnny.
Kreese.
Also, the end of the
Three,
Karate
if you
Kid,
count Kreese.
like, the final move in Karate Kid is, like, the biggest joke of any
Whoa.
point in anything.
But that's why Cobra Kai is so good.
Cobra Kai is fucking great, though.
But you gotta, you
All
know,
right.
Keenan Ivory Wayne's made great films. They're fucking, you know.
Yeah?
Did we vote that it's
Yeah,
confirmed?
Karate Kid.
Yeah, it's Karate Kid.
Right.
But I'm not knocking anything that, you know, that
Footloose
Keenan
and
did.
Fancy Free.
Next one, 48 Hours versus Above the Law.
48 hours.
48 hours.
48 Hours. Mike,
Oh.
so Mike and I have been doing the tournament listings together. And so I knew he was away this weekend. I just texted him. I was like, hey, man, like, I'm going to be doing the tournament. Do you have any ideas? He's like, no, I already started a list. And he throws it to me. Right? And I was like, oh, we can't use this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one because X, Y, and Z. So I'm like, I'll try patching holes and stuff, and then I'll send it to you. So I'm like, I'm going through the list of, you know, action movies for the 80s, and I'm like, I stumbled on 48 Hours, and I was like, how the fuck did he not put this on the list?
I've only seen it once.
Eddie Murphy was on
Yeah, it was
the
good.
top of his game.
Yeah.
That was a back in the day movie for me. I didn't see it maybe twice, maybe. I think I saw the second one more times.
So 48 Hours goes through, yes?
Magically.
Next up, Witness versus Die Hard.
Die Hard.
There's not even a
I know.
Of course it's
Listen,
Witness.
this was an easy. This was an easy.
No. This is the way tournament should be. You know what? I'm not going to make any more faces. This is exactly how tournament should be set up. Die Hard goes through easily because it fucking deserves to.
All easy answers,
You are
right? That-
you are
make it-
really going to hate the other side of this fucking bracket.
Maybe I will.
You
But
will.
you know what? At least I got certain movies through that deserve to get through without any real pushback.
Last one for this side, Maniac Cop versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders.
Raiders. No beating around any bushes here.
I gotta see some of this fucking kid, dude. It's 10 o'clock.
Well,
Clark. You know what the asshole is?
all right.
He doesn't have school tomorrow.
I apologize in advance for this one. They Live versus Top Gun.
I know it's not going to win, but they live. I'm
It's
going to make it harder.
dude. It's got to be for me. It's They Live. It's got one of the best
Well,
80s
I'm
action
going to say
scenes.
Top Gun just because you got 2 votes for them already, and I want to make it tough on everybody.
I never seen They Live, so I have to.
You've never seen They Live?
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Yeah.
now
Vinny.
it's down to Joe.
Vinny, that movie is like made for you.
Yeah.
Dude, I've only seen every Van Damme movie 70 times.
It's Roddy Piper and fucking Carl
Yeah.
Weathers.
One of 3.
Oh, dude, you know what? I gotta watch the movie. Is it with the sunglasses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah. Him and the voice of Goliath.
Yeah. He died recently.
It might be on Amazon. I'm gonna watch. That's my next project.
So Vinny said Top Gun. Kyle said Top Gun. Joe,
I love They Live, but
are you
if I'm
fucking kidding me?
Dude,
Joe, I feel like you're basing off the new Top Gun.
no, I'm not.
You absolutely are.
No, I'm not, because I gotta go with They
You're
Live.
okay.
I
Go.
What? Justin finally guilted you into picking one that he wanted.
I was gonna.
You're gonna go
tear
straight
his head
to
off.
action. Like, sure, the if you get down to the actual action of the movie, They Live had a lot more action than Top Gun. Top Gun had a lot of cool planes and it was more story.
Shirtless
Really
oil
Yeah, I'm
man.
not picking based on that. We let Pirates win one of these tournaments, so I don't give a shit about any of that.
Yeah, it's not going the distance. What's next?
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon versus Red Dawn.
This is actually hard for me. This is really hard for me.
I am a huge The Last Dragon fan.
Yeah, but it's dumb.
I understand that. But like it's gonna get my vote because I love it.
I gotta go with Red Dawn.
I have to agree with Justin here because Red Dawn is so long. I don't love it.
But I'm going to go with Red Dawn, though.
Okay. So it's 3, right? Like, wait, no.
Wait, what did you
No,
vote?
I said Dragon. I agree with Justin.
Yeah, it's up to you, Mike.
Oh, come on, Mike.
This is really hard.
It's not. It's because you know what the answer is, and you're not going to disappoint
But
people.
But
They're
Last
totally
Dragon.
different kinds of action, and they're both good at the type of action they are.
Yes.
If I can throw my 2 cents, Red Dawn's long, right?
I haven't seen it in a while. It does take a lot of downtime to see them just suffering out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And they have that poor horse that they drag along with them the entire time.
Nobody in Barry Gordy's Last Dragon tells them to avenge them, though. But
Red Dawn's not that long of a movie.
Show Enough wasn't in.
Show
Red Dawn.
enough. Come on.
You know, I want to see how long Barry Gordy's Last Dragon can go. Because Red Dawn's not going to last too long. It's really not.
What do you think Last Dragon is?
No, it's not. I want to see how long it's going to go. We know Red Dawn's not going to beat some of these other ones.
Yeah. Unintentional matchup of the same actor in this next one. The Untouchables versus Highlander.
Highlander. I have to go.
If we're gonna go action, I gotta go Highlander.
I'm going The Untouchables.
The Untouchables.
You got to flip a coin because I've never seen either one.
Vinny, we're gonna watch some movies.
I've got all of the movies you haven't seen.
Yeah.
It hurts me that this one has to come to a fucking coin toss with this kid.
Okay, but Highlander is heads for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Because Highlanders have heads.
Yes. What kind of sick ass Highlanders did you cut?
Who's got a coin? Does anybody have a coin?
Somewhere.
No.
Who uses actual money?
I don't trust the fucking technologies.
I have like 50 quarters in my car.
No one's got.
I have a tape measure.
That's not
This
a
is-
coin. That's not a
This
coin.
is one thing, and this is another thing. This is heads. I just throw it up in the air like that.
Joe,
It
Joe,
didn't spin,
don't you have
actually.
any pennies on hand?
Oi. Yeah, I have a nickel. It's not the best. But
That's fine. It's good enough.
Okay. All right, here we go. Tails.
So what is it?
The Untouchables. Untouchables is a fantastic movie.
Untouchables is a great movie. Connery,
great
De Niro, Costner.
It won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I think that makes it an action movie. That's all I'm saying.
I am so deeply sorry for this next round matchup. Beverly Hills Cop versus Roadhouse.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Roadhouse.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Roadhouse.
Beverly Hills Cop.
That's on Kyle.
Wait, who said?
Vinny and I believe, both said Roadhouse.
I picked the right choice.
This is the toughest one.
Don't be racist.
Pain ain't tough.
This is the toughest one. But
Opinions vary.
so I know what I'm going to pick, but the reason I'm going to pick it is because it doesn't represent just one movie. It represents a franchise.
Ugh. That's upsetting.
So I have to pick Beverly Hills Cop because overall, because you can only pick one movie from the series because of your stupid ass rules. So I have to account for the entire series when picking this one movie for no apparent reason.
I had to put up those stupid ass rules, otherwise we'd do tournaments of 64.
Yeah,
otherwise, the movie qualities would have been better in the tournament. God forbid.
Doubtful.
Before you say final answer,
I did already.
I don't think I heard you.
It's unfortunate, Vin. I understand. They don't get it. Roadhouse is fucking the best.
No. I get it. There's probably only been maybe 4 other movies in this tournament that I would have picked over Roadhouse.
Now, I don't know how loosely you use the term franchise, but Roadhouse is part of the franchise that has pane glass windows behind everywhere where people get kicked through them.
But Eddie Murphy got thrown through a fucking window. He got arrested for getting thrown through a window.
Patrick Swayze for that window setup because he was like, we just got to put windows everywhere and kick people through them. He coined that.
Just be nice until it's time to not be nice.
I haven't heard one Beverly Hills Cop quote.
I got one for you.
I just said he got thrown out of a fucking window.
Next
That's not
up,
a quote, Joe. That's not a quote.
That is a quote.
That's not.
Bloodsport versus Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone.
Bloodsport. I don't know what that movie is. It sounds like a chick flick. Bloodsport.
How do you
fucking
Jesus Christ?
You know, it's so good. I'm voting against Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Oh, it's on me.
It's on you.
It's on me?
It's on you. Oh no! Ooh,
Shit.
are you going to be cruel?
Go with your gut, Justin. Go with your heart. Are you going to go with a movie with romance in it for best action movie?
It's a really good movie.
Fucking action.
I'm sure it is.
And it's got
but
got a good sequel too. Jewel of the Nile was a good follow.
Jewel of the Nile is an underrated movie.
Yeah.
As good as the original.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. However,
Bloodsport's based on a true story.
it's Bloodsport. See, Vinny, don't make me change my answer by throwing out shenanigans.
You know, it's the Jewel of the Nile.
You need to... Romancing the Stone, just on itself, is a great movie, and you should probably see it.
It's a very good movie.
It is very 80s.
Bloodsport has a move called the Dimak in it, so...
The bad guy in Romancing the Stone gets his fucking hand eaten by a fucking alligator.
The bad guy in Bloodsport's name is Chong Li, and he's got 4 lines.
Where does spoil the movie, Joe?
Okay.
Vito's not in Bloodsport.
No, he's not.
It's true.
Some of his best lines are in that movie.
Jean Wilder? Oh, Jean Wilder, I read your books.
She's here. She's here and she's with a guy. I don't know why she's with a guy. Maybe she likes him. So do you, Marty Cone.
Did Justin make his pick yet?
Yeah, he did.
Pick Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Lone Wolf McQuaid versus Conan the Barbarian.
Conan.
Was the first one a real thing?
What?
What was the first one you said?
Lone Wolf McQuaid.
That's a real movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like the title of a movie we would come up with to mock the genre. So for that reason, I'm not picking it.
Listen, some of these just needed to be filled in.
Apparently. Again, because your rules are airtight.
But Conan won.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Arnold beat Chuck Norris.
Tango and Cash versus First Blood.
Ooh. Another sequel. I'm going to go for Cash because Tango and Cash is an over-the-top, stupid action movie. It
really?
Action.
Yeah. It is.
Two-bar.
Because First Blood to me is more of a dramatic character piece.
It really is.
But like, if we're going by Kyle theory here, and like building off a fucking franchise.
A franchise?
Yeah.
That's his choice. That's his personal choice.
If I'm going to Rambo 2 and 3, but the fucking Gatling gun scene in 4 at the end was fucking awesome.
Let's not talk about the fifth one.
I didn't see the fifth one.
I'm voting First Blood. Where do we sit with votes?
I'm not First Blood. Tango and Cash.
You know what? I'm going to go Kyle Rules. I'm going to say First Blood.
So it wins?
First Blood wins?
Not like I have issue with it. It's still a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the last of the apologies for the first round matchups here. Kickboxer versus Commando.
What a dick.
I didn't.
Again. I'm gonna go Commando because I already said John Matrix would beat John Wick in a head-to-head matchup.
I have to go Commando.
I'm going Kickboxer.
Kickboxer.
I think Bloodsport's a superior movie to that of Kickboxer, so when I factor that in, it wouldn't make it next to the pass round anyways.
We had a drinking game for Commando where when Arnold goes and just starts blowing people down, you gotta keep drinking until he stops shooting.
Anytime he kills someone without aiming down the sights, yeah, it's the whole movie.
Fire. He's that good.
Yeah.
Kyle voted
He
Commando.
smelled people coming in a direction. They were downwind.
Kyle went Commando, right?
Yeah, he's the Commando.
He's going Commando right now, too.
I am.
Yeah.
Cobra versus Big Trouble in Little China.
Hold up. You took Predator out?
Yeah, fucking sci-fi.
Still one of the best action movies ever.
I understand that, but it needs to be a strong contender in the sci-fi one. Yes, Kyle, I know.
A big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, what was the matchup again? I was too stuck on that.
Cobra.
Big Trouble.
Cobra versus
What are
Big
we
Trouble.
fucking talking about?
All right. Lethal Weapon versus Crocodile Dundee.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Damn, man.
Yeah. Sorry. The one Australian is going to win that, and it is not Crocodile Dundee.
And I'm also going with the franchise thing, too.
Should have.
I was very partial to the third one.
I mean, Crocodile Dundee 2 is pretty decent, but it falls off a lot after that.
Mm-hmm.
Karate Kid versus 48 Hours.
48 Hours.
Karate Kid.
Daniel-san.
Yeah, 48 Hours.
Yeah.
Die Hard versus Raiders.
Fuck, this is Trixie.
Die Hard. Easy.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Oh, come on to the hills. Meet the family. How about that?
I'm not gonna knock Die Hard. Just Raiders as all.
You just did, Joe. You just did.
You better not knock Die Hard.
You called yourself a cinephile and you just fucked yourself.
Mike, this next
People
one.
forget.
Ben, it's not the years, it's the mileage. Just accept it.
Mike, this next one might be too hard for me to fucking vote.
Okay.
They Live versus Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
They live.
They live. Sorry.
Man.
He has the glow, sure, that's great. But, he has to obey. He has to purchase and
consume.
The Untouchables versus Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Bloodsport versus Conan the Barbarian.
I Conan and see what happens here. We don't know what he's going for.
Bloodsport.
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 Damn.
Joe, you want to say Conan so bad?
I did want to say Conan.
Hey, it's fine. Justin, if you want to nix the bet we made previously, that's fine. Someone's not making friends.
Sorry, you digitally shook on it.
Well, I'm offering a peace treaty. To keep Joe in.
I'm partial to Conan.
Yeah, I'm partial to.
If Bloodsport was going against Last Dragon, yeah, I would have voted for Bloodsport.
Doesn't matter. Moot point.
First Blood versus Commando.
Okay. Commando's got to take this. You want to talk crazy, ridiculous over? He jumps out of a fucking plane from like 200 feet in the air and lives.
Yeah, but there's no Commando 2.
Nah. I'm not sticking with the franchise. That's
You don't have to, but I think it's going to help sway my vote when it comes to tough ones like this.
I'm going to say Commando for one reason. He kills the guy in the plane, and he goes to the stewardess. Please don't wake my friend. He's dead tired.
It is one of the best pun game movies ever.
So
blow off some steam.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Rambo. Rip a pipe out of the wall. Throw it through the guy.
Hey, Benny, remember how I told you I was going to kill you last?
I lied.
Okay, the Commando moves ahead?
What did Kyle vote?
I would have voted Commando anyway.
Okay, so I guess it's Commando then.
Free balling.
Vinny, I just want you to know you did this to yourself when it comes to the next round, okay?
It's fine.
Big Trouble in Little China versus Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Big Trouble.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Gary Busey, Mel Gibson fight on the lawn was pretty awesome.
I have to say thank you to everybody for doing that quickly so I didn't have to vote.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to happen.
Yeah.
48 Hours versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders.
48 Hours.
Raiders.
Yeah. Raiders?
Raiders.
I guess Raiders.
They Live versus Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
They Live.
Beverly Hills Cop.
They live. Even though...
Listen, I understand everybody's love for Beverly Hills Cop, but it's also like an action comedy. They Live is an action movie.
It's action sci-fi.
Sci-fi. A bit sci-fi.
Yeah,
but
somehow it made this list though, right?
Didn't Matrix make one of the lists?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shut up.
Predator definitely
Vinny, it's on you, actually.
not making the same list that They Live somehow made.
I gotta pick Beverly Hills Cop because I've never seen They Live.
You went Beverly Hills Cop, you son of a bitch?
I have to.
We do need to show you They Live, though. I think you would definitely
I'm gonna watch
enjoy
it.
that
No,
movie.
you don't get to show him They Live. You just voted against it. It's got one of the best fights.
No, Beverly Hills Cop is one of my favorite movies.
Does it have a good fight like they have in They Live?
It's got a lot of good...
There's a lot of shooting. There's a lot of shooting.
There's a lot of shooting. The opening scene with Axel hanging from the truck.
A great action moment. It really is.
Yeah.
A great chase scene. It's not all about,
Action? Yeah, I forget.
No, action isn't all just one type of thing.
Beverly Hills Cop. Bloodsport versus Commando. Fuck you, Vin.
I'm not voting.
Justin, you were right. CM Punk is just a slightly more extreme version of you.
Commando.
You voted Commando?
Mm-hmm. Because it's a lot more realistic. Him running around, bazookaing shit, getting out of that gun store without being killed is a lot more realistic than anything Frank control the world.
It's so hard to not vote for Commando because it is so over the top.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Enough with calling out other fucking movies on this show. It didn't make the fucking tournament.
Yeah, how did we not have Over the Top on here?
I don't know. I didn't make the tournament.
It's not an action movie. It's got a couple of fight scenes, and it's mostly arm wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm voting for Commando because
Mike, you voted Commando?
Yeah.
Kyle, what are you voting?
What was the other choice?
Bloodsport.
What is the count at right now?
2 Commando.
And no voting.
Oh, Bloodsport then. Why the fuck not?
I also go Bloodsport.
Then I too go Bloodsport.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right?
Here we go.
You're right.
Lethal Weapon versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Lethal Weapon.
Raiders. Raiders.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking kidding you.
Don't curse at me, though.
Listen, Lethal Weapon's just like Die Hard. It's fucking overrated.
No, it's not. That's the
Absolutely.
first one.
Absolutely.
Stop lying.
What do you say? Would you like a shot at the title?
It created a genre. It didn't. I mean, Raiders referenced the genre and brought it back to a new generation. But fucking, there was never a buddy cop movie like Lethal Weapon. That being said, Raiders is a better action movie. It's got bigger set pieces, and it rarely stops. There's a lot more momentum to it. So I'm going to go with Raiders.
I 100% agree with you, Mike.
So that's Raiders for that?
Joe doesn't like dancing with balls, so whatever he says.
I never said it.
He should get a quarter of a vote. He shouldn't even get an actual vote.
Lethal Weapon, if even going with the franchise, like when they brought Leo Getz in there, like I loved the Lethal Weapon franchise, but
don't like that much, though, right?
You're comparing it to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, because it's superior.
Indiana Jones is way better than
Martin
Riggs.
and
then if I'm going to go the franchise, the first three, Last Crusade is to me one of the best endings to ever grace the screen.
The best endings that didn't end anything.
It should have ended there.
Yeah, but we have a winner. So
All right.
next up,
Beverly Hills Cop versus Bloodsport.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Bloodsport. Frank Duke's a man. Go ahead, Justin.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop is this?
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop versus Bloodsport.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Kyle, it's on you, sir.
Bloodsport.
Fuck yeah. All right, here we go, kids. For the title of greatest 80s action movie.
Not Bloodsport.
Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Bloodsport.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders.
Bloodsport. Push
Justin, did you vote yet?
No.
Justin, did you vote yet?
No.
Justin did not?
No.
No, Bloodsport. Now it's the Justin. Now it's the Justin.
Push it through. This is what America's about, ladies.
You know what? I didn't do this for the first 3 tournaments, and finally, I'm fucking doing it. Somebody else fucked up the first 3. I had to fuck up one of these.
Good job.
This
is why we sailed across the ocean to get over here, so we can make decisions like this.
It's Raiders.
Go back to Asia and fight.
It's Raiders of the Lost Ark, guys. Because there was not a fucking chance I was letting Jean-Claude Van Damme win.
Raiders.
First of all, the fact that Lethal Weapon didn't make the final is a fucking joke in the first place.
How?
Thank you, Kyle.
It went up against Raiders, which is a better action movie.
It's not.
Don't lose to anything. That's nothing to be ashamed
It's
of.
not. Yeah, it's not like it's not like Lethal Weapon didn't lose to fucking Crocodile Dundee.
So are we doing the number 1 right now because we have all 4 now?
That's his own show.
That's his own show. So
That's
we
gonna
can.
be the shortest fucking.
Well,
it's gonna be a
so
3-minute
we
show.
can actually talk about each movie.
Debate.
Yeah.
We get to yell each other.
Justin, can we just say the names of the 4 movies real quick?
We can. Do you know them offhand? I know it's Raiders. I know
Raiders, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, The Matrix, and
Not very sci-fi.
No, Matrix didn't win it, did it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yes, it did.
It totally
did.
The Matrix and that Scarlett Johansson movie because I picked it out of spite.
Lucy.
No, yeah, somebody fucked John Wick over. I don't remember.
This guy.
Yeah. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It was Lucy?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, it's Lucy, Matrix, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I don't know how you can look at yourself in the fucking mirror voting down John Wick. I really don't.
No, I don't know how there's not a clear winner for this.
Well,
I mean,
it's actually
based on
it's a fairly tough fight with that 4.
nah, it's The Matrix.
It would be tougher if it was Keanu versus Keanu.
No, because there's one movie in there that doesn't even belong at all.
Pirates doesn't belong in this fucking lineup.
I'm not saying which one it is because I don't want to spoil the 3-minute show we're going to do. But one of them doesn't belong at all. One of them is...
And that's to see who goes up against which one.
Yeah.
No. It shouldn't matter. With these four movies, only two should even realistically have a chance.
And they probably won't win.
So if you seed them against each other in the first round, I'm not even doing the show.
It's all random, bud. It's random.
No, it's not random.
Yeah, it is.
I've seen it happen. You know what? This time we're going to have to pull it on the show. It's only 4
Yeah,
names.
I have to pull them live, so there's no bullshit.
No, you could just seed them like a...
I'm not seeding them.
An idiot.
I'm not. Because we've never done that for a tournament, and that's way too much work.
Okay, so how about I say this?
It's all based on opinion, which is subjective.
Movie, and Mike says what movie it goes against in the first round.
Kyle, you can't seed these things.
No, but it has to be rapid fire. So, he has to have a movie in his head, and I have to have a movie in my head, and we set them together, and they go up against each other in the first round, and then the other two go up against each other.
No.
Yeah, the other two go up against each other.
It doesn't. Random. Yeah, and we can't seed these movies because there's no way to tell which is actually better. It's all subjective. It's opinion.
If you're seeding it, then you're already making declarations.
Yes.
On
well, I am.
Exactly.
Because I don't know if you've heard the 4 movies that were said.
Yeah.
But, okay, one of them deserves to be in there. One of them you could argue deserves to be in there. And the other two don't deserve to be there.
There's two.
So
there's 2 that absolutely deserve to be in there.
Okay, so we're in agreement that those two shouldn't be against each other in the first round then.
Listen.
Eliminate the other two.
All I do
and then have
is
the
just
final.
boop, boop, pull them out.
Wait, are we just going to debate The Matrix versus Raiders?
I'm not saying that. Allegedly, your situation.
I'm not saying
would be more improved for you.
I'm not saying that those are the 2 movies that deserve to be in there.
This whole tournament...
And until that day comes, he'd be head of the grindstone.
Yes, suspect. This is a perfect example of what's country. We're a microcosm of it, because these decisions were made on spite. And I'm not saying...
Not all of them.
Not all. I made one decision on spite, and it wasn't even a decision.
It wasn't that they were...
somebody else to make the decision.
It wasn't that they were all made on spite. A lot of them were made out of miseducation. Like, certain people that should have watched certain movies haven't watched those movies.
I am crestfallen at your limited movie viewing.
Yeah. It's fucking abysmal.
If I could piggyback on what Justin just said, you guys have not watched certain movies enough. Like, if you haven't watched Bloodsport 100 times...
Dude, I've seen it 20.
Like how Kung Fu Hustle got dropped in the first round when it's clearly a good fucking action movie, or how no one here has seen The Raid.
You know, Escape from New York wasn't in there?
Yeah, well, it got eliminated because it is heavy sci-fi.
Was the Raid the third installment of Starship Troopers?
It is, right?
No! This is classic us. We forget our rules halfway through a tournament.
Post-apocalyptic.
Escape from New York is... Post-apocalyptic doesn't matter.
Did the apocalypse happen yet, Joe? No.
You know what? Justin's got a good point, because it's not like there was ever an apocalypse in the Matrix.
You helped me.
Try and back out of that corner.
You helped me put that one together, you motherfucker.
Yeah, and when it came time to make this list, I put movies in there, and you're like, no sci-fi, no sci-fi, no.
You had Willow in this.
That's action and fantasy. It's not sci-fi. It's fantasy.
We had Batman was in here. That was clearly against the rules because that's in a whole different fucking tournament.
Was Braveheart 90s or was it 80s?
That was 90s. All right, I could totally see where Running Man kind of hits that sci-fi.
I had to pull it out. I'll give you the list Mike gave me.
I don't need to see it.
Prior to me. No. I'm just going to tell you what the fuck it is.
I already know the 2 movies that are going to be the finals.
All right, ready?
And if they're not, because there's only 4 movies to pick from, so if you guys don't pick the same 2 movies that I pick, then we're going to have a problem.
Don't quit the show. Don't quit the show over the tournament.
Oh no, there's plenty of other reasons that I'm going to quit the show. It has nothing to do with the tournament.
Mike gave me Predator, Terminator, First Blood, Batman, Big Trouble, Commando, Masters of the Universe, Red Heat, Roadhouse, Conan, Lethal Weapon, Bloodsport. I think movies showed up twice because Batman shows up twice in here. But anyway,
Mistakes were made.
Kickboxer, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Escape from New York, Red Dawn, RoboCop, Running Man, Tango and Cash, Best of the Best, Highlander, They Live, Die Hard, Batman, Last Dragon, Last Starfighter, Romancing the Stone, Best of the Best, again, Karate Kid, Willow, Beverly Hills Cop, and Top Gun. Like, it was tough. The 80s really wasn't a fucking plethora.
It wasn't just a shoot-em-up decade like we think
It really
it was.
was. A lot of sequels.
A lot of sequels. See, the sequels
really hampers our game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, because you have that teeter of action sci-fi, because like Aliens, I consider more of an action movie.
Right.
It was a sequel.
But it was.
They're also fighting aliens, so it is sci-fi.
But
No. There's no but.
What happens when they live?
Yeah. I know. I had to bend some of the rules here.
So that previous statement where they're fighting aliens.
Right, but he was physically fighting.
Right, but it had a wrestler in it. So it avoids the rules. You know what? I'm surprised Rocky 3 didn't have a fucking wrestle, even though it was a sequel.
To get away from her, you bitch! She fucking hit. She physically fought this alien queen.
Mike and I called this. That this was the tournament that I was going to catch the most shit for.
Well, obviously, because you didn't follow your own fucking rules.
I had to bend some of the rules. Otherwise, we would have had a fucking odd number tournament.
You straight up fucking broke them.
No, see, there's levels.
Better movies of a similar.
There's levels to all
composition.
This. So the reason They Live sticks around is because the main fight in that movie, the drag out, fucking knock 'em down fight, is between two actual dudes. They're not aliens.
His rationalization is beautiful. Your Honor, there was a fight between two human beings.
Two humans. When in Aliens, they're fighting aliens, right? Plus, Aliens wasn't even on the fucking list.
You really need to work on your delivery of your argument. Because when you say, when in Aliens, they're fighting aliens, like, yes.
But Aliens wasn't even on. Aliens wasn't on the list because it was a sequel anyway.
You see, Kickboxer, they're kickboxers.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that qualifies.
And anybody who hasn't seen The Raid can just blow me anyway because you don't know action movies. So there we go.
Well,
there we
you
go.
don't have a wiener, no one can blow you.
You want to see it?
Marked for Death in the 80s?
Want to see it?
No, we've gone over this.
But look at Predator, the opening scene, they're fighting humans.
Yeah, but the majority of the action's against an alien.
Come on, Joe.
Right.
It's not like it's set in the future where they're in a virtual reality thing in like hovercraft. It's not that kind of realistic shit. It's just a bunch of 80s guys with guns who happen to be hunted by one alien. That's way more sci-fi.
Because if we did like it should have went down to Predator versus if we were going to have Raiders. I don't even think Raiders would have.
Raiders would have been Predator.
My opinion waffles back and forth depending on the movie. I would have definitely gone Predator in that situation. Fucking machine gun, the minigun scene alone is one of the biggest action moments of all time. But all right, we're just spinning our tires.
Doesn't matter. It's over. We have our final four. Okay.
Yeah.
We know.
And we're gonna have our final two before this show is over.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, we are.
The magic of, of live drawing.
Why we're going to have our final two, Justin? Because I didn't even say the name of what those two movies are, and all five of us know what they are.
No, they don't.
All five of us know what they are.
No, they don't.
I do.
That's why it's going to be those two in the final.
All right. Then let's do this real quick. Everybody, before Kyle, hold on.
The two that should be there. And we'll add in Predator and John Wick, and we'll see who comes out.
I want you know the two. You know the two you're talking about, right?
I know the two I'm talking about.
I want everybody. I want everybody right now to say what they think the two, or what they think their two are. Right? It doesn't have to be Kyle's two.
I will go last.
At the same time, that's going to be real.
No. We'll go around the horn.
I will go last. So we're going to say both.
Yes, we're going to say both. That we feel deserves to be in there from their tournament. Okay.
So of the 4 winners, the 2 that deserve to be there.
Yes.
Okay.
Very specific.
I feel that Raiders clearly deserved to win the 80s tournament. Okay. And I feel that Lucy deserved to win the tournament that she won.
Okay.
Yeah. Was that the one where John Wick was in?
That was the John Wick one.
You're fucking out of your mind.
But the reason is...
No. You have to think of the context. He didn't want John Wick in that tournament to begin with, so he threw it on purpose.
Because it's a really good movie and it would win.
And I'm not saying that it's not a good movie. You attack me for this like I said John Wick's bad. The problem is John Wick is Superman walking into a fucking den of crackheads.
So it's the best action movie of the 2000s.
It's too OP.
It's the best.
It's the best action movie ever. So why would we do it? Why would I put it on a show?
Justin said his 2. Okay.
I can't
make people here, gentlemen.
I can't make a fucking show if we have a clear-cut winner from the get-go.
Well, first of all, there was not a clear-cut winner from the get-go. We knew Mike's opinion. That was the only opinion that we actually knew going into that tournament.
Okay, so again, Raiders and Lucy are my 2. Joe.
Fine.
Joe.
Raiders and the Matrix.
Okay. Mike.
Raiders and the Matrix. Not that I don't love Lucy, and not that Pirates isn't a movie.
You don't love Lucy?
Vinny.
Bloodsport and Lethal Weapon.
That's not the question, Vin.
That's my answer, though.
But that's not the question.
I'm exercising my First Amendment rights.
No, shut the fuck up. It's Raiders, Pirates of the Caribbean, Matrix, Lucy.
It's the Matrix.
And?
Oh.
Who else deserves to be in that final?
So Vin just gave us his winner.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's stupid. Okay, Kyle, what was the 2 that you feel deserve to be there?
Obviously, the 2 that the serious other people in this group answered.
What?
You're attacking his seriousness now.
Why am I not serious, though? We knew that I had a thing with Wick being in the tournament.
I'm not saying that Lucy isn't a decent candidate for the
final. It's a very good action movie.
What I'm saying is she didn't deserve to win her tournament because John Wick was in the same fucking tournament.
Listen, she made it to the end, and I found it to be a better choice.
So...
I
actually hold on, wait. Don't put that on me either, because I wasn't in the last fucking vote.
I'll never forget it.
I wasn't the last fucking vote for that.
No, but I know.
Don't blame me. Don't fucking blame me. I did.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing that everybody's done throughout the fucking tournament to set someone up with a vote that they were sure was going to be the opposite way.
No.
But it blew up in my face.
That's not what I did today.
It blew up in my face.
That's not what I did today. I wasn't sure what you were going to pick.
I did not say you. I said other people in these tournaments.
You said everyone else.
Yeah, all of you have done it.
No.
Yeah.
You haven't done a spite vote?
You've done a spite vote in the other tournaments.
I haven't.
Shut up, Vinny.
End the pain, please.
Yeah, so when the final 2 when the final 2 are Raiders and the Matrix, because we're not putting them against each other in the first round.
I don't think the Matrix should have won its fucking tournament.
Okay, but it won it without anybody throwing the game on it.
It's weird.
I would have said
it's weird too, because that's the one tournament I don't have still.
Don't pull that Mandela effect shit on me.
No, I'm not. It's got to be somewhere. I just don't have it because I wanted to see what it was. Was that the Kung Fu Hustle tournament?
Probably.
I don't think so. It wasn't Kung Fu Hustle.
No, I think Pirates was Kung Fu Hustle, I thought.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at that now.
Which I voted for.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, that was a rough day.
Pirates ended up beating out... It beat out Wanted.
Yeah, no, we get it.
That was a spite vote. Someone spite voted.
That's what I'm saying. So none of this is based on ranking of how good a fucking movie is. All of it is just because we're children.
What we can do right now, Okay, we could do this real quick. Okay, vote to replace. you pick. No. Seriously. You can pick right now, Justin. You can pick any other movie from the Matrix tournament if you want to replace the Matrix. You can pick any movie.
Okay.
From that tournament, we'll take a vote on it. I want to take a vote. John Wick versus Lucy right now. And you can take any other movie versus. You can take any other movie versus Pirates from that tournament, 1-to-1, and we'll do a vote against it right now. Because there's a possibility that those two movies never met up in the actual tournament because of the way you write the tournaments out. So
it's not the way I write the tournaments out. They're randomly picked.
I think we should. Keep everything the way it's good.
So if I say John Wick versus Lucy right now, and I vote for John Wick,
I will.
I'm going.
Hold on.
I don't know where you're going because you didn't say anything yet.
Hold on. We could do this. We could do this. What we'll do is we'll bring back all the runner-ups, right? The final matches from each tournament, the last two, right? So we have the clear winner.
Are you in this tournament today?
It's what? But I'm saying that gets John Wick back in the fucking. It puts Wick and Lucy, Wanted and Pirates, Raiders and Bloodsport. And then I don't remember who was up against the Matrix in the finals for that one.
I think we should just leave the 4.
And that would give us 8. And then I'll seed them.
Okay, so listen. I have no problem leaving the 4 if you promise that you're not going to put the two movies that deserve to be there against each other in the first round.
I can't promise you anything. It's random.
Okay,
it's
so
all random.
Let's say this.
The only fair way.
It is the only fair way.
Let's just say this. Most of us are in agreement, right?
That Pirates doesn't deserve to be in there.
That Pirates does not, and Raiders does.
Yes.
So let's put those two together in the first round because the movie we most agree on deserving to be there will most likely make the final.
And
then we let our differing opinions on the other two movies sort themselves out in the first round.
That's not how we do it. Mike even said it. I don't think you heard him because he was too far back. But he said it's not fair. The only way to do it fairly is to do it randomly like we've been doing. It's the only way to do it.
No favoritism, no coordination, just the best of the best is supposed to win.
The thing has to be on the final one. If we're doing just the final 4 and not bringing back the runners-up, then everybody has to vote. Everyone has to vote honestly and not try to fuck anybody.
If you guys don't know already which movie's going to win this tournament, I can't help you.
I don't know.
I do.
Not completely. I agree. There are two that are higher ranking for me than the other two, but I don't.
So if it comes down to Raiders and Matrix, right? That's what we're saying?
Yes.
It's a tough call.
It is.
It's a tough vote.
You know what we should do? We should actually break down the movies in scale of action. Like when we debate this, we should actually debate the action scenes.
First of all, this is not going to be a debate. This is just going to be screaming and
cursing.
cursing.
It's just going to be yelling at each other.
Name calling and
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Slander.
Tons.
But
those two could unfortunately match up in the first part of that next tournament, and then you're going to have to come down to, whatever, like Raiders versus fucking Lucy or Pirates. Listen, I gave you an alternative. I said we bring back all the runners up and then we make it an 8 film tournament. I think is a lot more fair.
It'd be fun. It would take up more time because I have a feeling.
Yeah, four things. 4 is not going to last.
You know what? Let's keep the idea there, and maybe we'll surprise the listeners. Maybe it'll be a whole new ball game when that day comes.
Yeah, maybe we'll do the top 4 from every tournament. Who knows? Let's get crazy.
You want to get nuts? Come on.
Or I just change it to all the ones that I thought should have made it. Like how Battle Royale got eliminated in the first round. Oh yeah, that's right. You're all fucking uneducated whores.
I saw it, you fucking derelict. I saw that one.
Did you see that one? That was the one you saw?
Yeah.
Oh, so
That was the one he saw.
it was film school then that didn't see it?
Yes.
I did not see it. But we also didn't do action movies of the 70s, action movies of the 60s.
No, we're not gonna.
There's no action in the 60s, bro.
There was total
there
action
were
movies in the
two of
60s.
Go ahead. Name one.
I can't. That's why. But if I could, that
I can't,
movie would
but
probably
we
be
could
the best
have-
action movie of the 60s.
Oh, Joe.
No, Planet of the Apes.
Joe, I don't know where, like, have you argued anywhere in life before joining this show?
Smell like your own
Yes.
butt toots.
But that movie that I would love to name right now would be...
Like, is your family not built on constant bickering like ours is?
Oh, no, well... You know you've seen my sister.
Wait, there's a...
Our family argues so much
Yeah.
that all three of us, well, Vin included, four of us are legitimately capable of arguing with passion
Yes.
points that are either completely irrelevant or completely invalid.
But you won't know.
That we don't even agree with. We just get so
Yeah.
dug in that we're not going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes these
And you
tournaments
couldn't
fun.
just name a movie from the 60s, dude. You could just make something up.
I want to name a
Make
certain
anything
movie
up.
from the 60s, which I...
I know. You know what the problem is? Joe.
That movie's from the
sister acts
60s?
Like the cute boy.
You could have said North by Northwest. I don't even know if that movie came out in the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
you
got
saw?
agenda, dude.
He's
Star
trying to
Trek
talk.
pushing.
No, he's trying to talk Bond.
Yes.
Oh, Bond.
Yeah.
That's
The 60s.
Gotta get it out.
And it actually wouldn't be the movie everybody else is thinking, because I think another movie had a better...
Well, according to Justin's Incredible Rules, it has to be the very first one.
Yeah.
So,
And be realistic, Joe. They're not really thinking of names.
Yeah, we're not. Not one of us. We're like, now I'm thinking of Octopussy because the name makes me giggle.
That was the 80s. That was 83.
Yeah, I know. Just because I don't care about James
That
Bond.
would be the 80s. Octopussy, we'll call it, and we'll release it on a Saturday.
I would love to go into this right now,
June 9th
but I
is when
can't.
Octopussy drops.
What's the porn version of that? Shark vagina?
That's the sci-fi original.
Yes. All right. I think that's enough of a show.
Yeah,
Now I'm going to go watch Ahsoka.
Yeah.
It'd be called Shark Cooter.
Kyle?
as always, if you like what you hear, insist that we only have 2 movies in the finals for the next time we do the show. Like us at facebook.com/nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com and check out nerdities.com. And if the Matrix or what?
Raiders?
Or Raiders of the Lost Ark don't win the final of this tournament, you know it was rigged by Justin exclusively.
I've now realized that I'm going to 1910s the finale of this tournament.
That is totally fine. You know why? Because unlike the 1910s show, I didn't spend 4 hours doing any fucking research for this one.
Do you still have that research? Should use it.
It was like 80% Titanic.
I figured. There wasn't much going on in tens.
What, movie?
Good,
I wish it was a movie.
we were going to do shows about the decades after you had left.
God.
And we were going to clearly start.
You know what? You know what would have been a good title for that movie? for me going through the process of that. Tears of a Clown, because they treated me like it was a fucking joke. That's why.
No, it's to be completely honest about it. We didn't think Kyle was going to get that involved in doing the work for it, because the only time he's ever really prepped for shows was when he did the hip hop show, which was incredible. And,
That's not true.
And,
it was good.
And the Beatles show.
That's not true. I prepped for shows at the beginning. I used to come with news every week.
And then
it was just always duplicate news.
And then Mike and I were trying to actually put together stuff for the 1910 show. And we were like, yeah, I can't find shit. No, me neither. You want to just say, fuck it? Yeah, we'll do something else. All right, we'll do something else. And then didn't tell Kyle until the day we recorded. You know.
I applaud your effort.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of movies from the
done it that day.
1910s on the Max right now.
It wasn't just movies. It was like just everything about the decade.
Yeah.
So, nerdities.myspreadshop.com. Buy our stuff. Can'tstoptheropedrop.myspreadshop.com. Buy that stuff too. Buy sweet treats for your crotch goblins who went back to school over at sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com. That's CINNFUL creationsbyjustin.com. Vegan menu, gluten-free menu. I want your money. And September 19th, live, YouTube, 7:30 Eastern. You can hang out with us, and you can throw your comments out there, and I'll make fun of you. And you can throw us some money, and Joe will suck your balls.
With vigor.
Yeah. Also, we're going to be filming at least one more thing to drop for you to watch on the YouTubes before the end of the year. We've got our special holiday episodes coming. Another Christmas story for you. And the 100 greatest television shows according to Nerdities. Except for Vinny, because his picks will probably suck anyway.
Bro. I'll start.
As mentioned, our YouTube channel is youtube.com/nerdities. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified when we drop new content. New content is coming. I am editing Nerd 80's as we speak. It is awesome. You will definitely enjoy it. More stuff is coming. You want to give us a budget? Write to us at nerdities@gmail.com. We'll croon, we'll spoon, we'll talk about your product and or business. That live show is coming September 19th, 7:30 p.m. Interact with us. See the chaos live.
Or don't. Whatever.
Or do. Do see that.
Those are your two options. All right. The opinions of the Nerdities crew are idiotic and poorly thought out. You just heard that. Don't worry. Next week's we'll figure out a way to do it. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
And why should I care?
Drop.